What is going on? What is going on? What is going on, party people? It's your boy, Coach D Brown, former big league, former first round pick with the Kansas City Royals. And man, I'm always giving you this the most best exposure, the information, the helping kids get into school. And we was going hard today, man. We was crossing over today, big time. We was going over to softball today. But I just talked to Savannah, head assistant coach at Alabama State. I just spoke with her, and we had a mix up with the time. She thought it would be 4 p.m. Central Time, so I cannot make it then. So she's gonna come on tomorrow. All right, we're gonna make this happen tomorrow, and so it should be a good, awesome show tomorrow with Coach Savannah McHellon. All right, I think that was how you pronounce her last name. Coming on tomorrow, Alabama assistant coach, softball coach, Savannah McHellon coming on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. All right, so I thought it'd be today. We had a little mix up with the Central and Eastern time zone difference, and but she'll be on tomorrow. I have a slot open tomorrow, so we make this happen. Monday, I got another softball coach coming on, Presbyterian head coach coming on, and then the following Monday, I have University of Maryland softball coach coming on. So we're going hard with softball, mixing in some baseball in between. And I just want to expand on the softball side. All right, start bringing on some of these softball coaches. I talked to South Carolina State head coach Tatiana Williams today, so she should be coming on and one of these days there too. So we're just expanding. I wanted to kind of get into it. I'm going to talk to Morehead State head coach Samantha Barnes, I want to say is her name. And she's former alum of Marlboro High School, where I went to high school. So we getting connected on there. So I'm just want to kind of switch it up a little bit, man. You know, bring some softball coaches. I wanted to do this last year. I talked about it. So we should have a nice little crop and crew of softball coaches coming on, just expanding on the top of what we're doing. So if you know parents, if you know softball parents that want to kind of hear this out, just like I bring on the college baseball coaches, you know, we're going to get into the softball side. All right. So in the meanwhile, as I pivot, all right, we're supposed to have, you know, Savannah on today, but we're going to have her on tomorrow again. But I wanted to talk about, as I'm, you know, we lining up these showcases. What up, Rick Rock? I figured I see you, man. So Rick Rock, come on tomorrow, man. I know your daughter will enjoy it. We bringing on the softball coaches. Today we had an issue with just a timing thing, but we will be on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, okay, with Savannah. And so we just had a little timing mix up today. So want to get into this topic of the showcase. I just want to highlight certain things that's popping off with the showcases here in Atlanta. I haven't put the link up because I want to make sure I have the college coaches. I have a couple of coaches on, and I also I'm trying to line up this the tech side of things. Some of the issues I've been having at the showcase has been times. It's been we came to you as baseball family, but I have a strong softball. Lamont, I got you. I saw that post. I just didn't put it on that baseball side, but I saw the post about the showcases, and I thought about you. So we're rocking and rolling. You know, we're rocking and rolling, family. All right. So I will bring. I know I got one, Savannah, Presbyterian, South Carolina State, University of Maryland, and I think we may have Morehead State. I think I'm gonna talk to her. So we're gonna have about 5 to 6 Division I programs, and then once that ball starts rolling, we're going to start bringing on some more softball, you know, coaches on along with the baseball side. I talked to a couple of junior college baseball coaches today, trying to get them locked and loaded to come on as we expand on this show. All right, just expanding. I've been wanting to do the softball thing last year. If you guys remember my followers on my show, I had University of Maryland, Baltimore County head softball coach come on last year. And had a great show, and we're just going to continue to build and expand on that. All right. So, but we're kind of lining up these showcases, making it. We got February 21st, which is Sunday here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to put up this link. We're going to make that happen. I'm just wanted to make sure that I don't have some of the issues that I've had in the past with times and coaches and the live stream. So I want to bring it all together, make sure we do it right as we go into this 2021 season. We have, we're going to continue to do the live stream. I heard through the grapevine, which sucks for, for the Division Ones, especially for the recruits and the coaches needing to get out. I'm hoping that it doesn't expand past this, but I was told this is not concrete, but I heard through the grapevine that they're going to keep the. I don't know how true. I hope it's not true. Okay, but I heard through the grapevine that they're going to continue to have that lift the dead period from April to June. All right, so they're not Division I college coaches, so you cannot come on a campus. They can't have official visits, or they can't, recruit out there. Right now, they're talking about pushing it all the way from April to June now. So essentially, it'll be a whole 14 months, 15 months or more. You know what I'm saying? Since these college coaches can go actively recruit Division I college coaches, I should say. So just putting it out there again. Division I college softball, baseball coaches, all of that Division I coaches. Right now, they're talking about expanding that dead period from right now. It's tentatively set to open up potentially April 15th or May 1st, but now they're extending it into June. I was just told. So, LaShawn, what's up, family? What's up, LaShawn? All right. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, but that doesn't keep the ball rolling too tough. It's just for the 2021s, you have to go on their campus and make that happen. Hopefully don't go into the summer again and, kind of mess up that whole recruiting. And then it starts really hurting the 2022s and 23s. Right now, the 21s have gone through it. So hopefully now we can, keep, we don't have to deal with this going into next year. So, anyway, I've been on the recruiting side of things, man. I've been talking to, a lot of these college coaches and parents. And so one of the issues I'm dealing with right now, and it's one of those that right now it's a couple of offers that I'm just going to share a couple of stories, and timing does never go the way you want it to go. You know what I'm saying, with this recruiting side of things, man. So I've had some real good successes. I've had one of my guys is in my program, just got a D1 offer, a 2024 kid. Hopefully, in the near future, when everything is right, he'll come on the show and talk about it. I talked to his dad about it, but that was really good news. Good program, guest on the show, coach. We made that happen. We had he got a D1 offer as a 2024. And so that was pretty cool. Great school. We already talked about Malachi. I need to post that. I keep wanting to post it, but I haven't. But Alabama and A&M commit came to my showcase. I talked about that 2 weekends ago. 6 kids getting offers. I know I talked to 2 of the coaches that was there. They both liked about 6 to 7 kids a piece. They offered some of those kids. All right. As I build this one out, and I build this one in Atlanta, one of the big things we're talking about in Atlanta, I want to get into the analytical side more, clean the times up and all of that, but really get into analytics, especially because everything is analytics, especially from the live stream. We're talking, not necessarily rap solos, but we're talking on that level. All right. Adding that to my showcases, where and shout out to my boy Kerrick Jackson. Talked with him the other day, and it's one of the discussions that we had. I'm trying to just make the showcase experience bigger and better for the parents and the players and the coaches involved. I mean, we had a great turnout in Alabama, more than I expected. We had a bunch of kids. We had a bunch, we had guys' offers, but it was some mistakes that I made, and I want to make sure it's better. I know with this Atlanta one of the big things I want to do is make sure the times and analytics side of things, so we're talking about bringing in a separate group to help me, what I'm saying, with that. So we expand on that, on top of just the coaches. And we also talking about with the live streaming. We got some really, really cool stuff coming up from the live streaming thing to clean that up, and where it's going to be very what I thought, this Alabama will be, but now that's kind of making it happen now for these future showcases. So we're adding showcases. Like I said, we have, and I'm working on all of them. We're trying to, Atlanta, the link will be up as soon as I kind of square away the analytical side. A couple of groups that may be joining me in Atlanta to do the analytical side. And so once I get that squared away, even though we're less than 3 weeks out from this Atlanta showcase, but I want to make sure that, everything is, what I say it is. Right now it's like, hey, college coach, and we live stream it, but I want to go deep in depth. We're going to do the hardcore analytics side of this, and maybe I could bring on a guest or two to kind of share with you the type of software, the type of analytics that we'll be doing further going on for these showcases, starting with Atlanta, then into California, then Little Rock, Arkansas in April, Little Rock / Pine Bluff. Shantae, she, I'm learning about that Little Rock, Pine Bluff area. Talked to her earlier today. We're trying to lock down the field and location there in April, and then maybe coming out to Texas in June. We're back in Alabama, and we're tentatively talking going Alabama, Mississippi in June, a couple of those, and then heading up north in the summers, July and August, trying to make something happen. So we're building this out. Shout out to the parents that are signing up for the recruiting program, or wanting to know more about it. And what else do I have popping off? The guys, I'm building this out too. I want you guys on this. I just finished the program that the 9-course program where I talk about and 9 steps to take, what it takes to make it to college baseball. We just finished that last week. So shout out to the parents that signed up for that program, and we did the teachings at night. But I'm going to build a hell of a course. Everything you want to know is mainly going to be from about 6th, 7th graders on. Everything from recruiting to choosing the right travel baseball program and everything in between. I'm building this all education aspect of it, and man, it's going to be super dope. And Lamont just set up a phone call, for me, man, when it comes to the recruiting side. And I was going to email the whole crew, the parents from Alabama. I just want to make sure everybody kind of got straight with their information and numbers and stuff first before I start talking about the recruiting side of things, man. But I do run a recruiting program, and it's been going fairly well. Like I said, I just had a 2024, got an offer from a D1 program. I'm working out my 2021s, getting them locked and loaded. A couple offers on the table that these parents are gonna have to choose from. So we're rocking and rolling when it comes to the recruiting side of things on the program there. Building that out. Nice little list of rosters from kids from Cali to Oklahoma to Texas to Georgia to Jersey and Arkansas. So, we got a nice little crew of players, that I'm helping get into school from different parts of the country. All right. And like I said, so shout out to just talked to Coach Omar Johnson over there at Jackson State, trying to get a couple kids. One kid in particular over there, trying to get that locked and loaded, and as we build this out, man. So we got some things shaking with the D Brown baseball brand. We jumping into the softball side. We're doing this, and we're gonna do this big, man. We're gonna continue to make it better, bigger, maximum exposure for the boys, what I'm saying, and then we're gonna get into the softball side eventually. I talked with South Carolina State head coach, told her what my plans was. She was like, "Yo, I'm willing to help you," what I'm saying. So shout out to Tatiana Williams, she's coming on hopefully in the next week or two, what I'm saying, and kind of told her my plans for the softball side, and she was willing, super dope girl. We had a nice little talk, super cool, and So, my thing is no different from the boys and the baseball. It's just helping people get into schools, man, across the country. All right. Girls, boys, um, just helping them. All right. So we're expanding, we're growing, we're getting bigger, better, building this team out. Now we want to add the analytical side and grow this thing out from this show. Continue to hope, grow this thing out from there, bringing on guests. I haven't really been strong on the college side because these college coaches are starting to play. You know what I'm saying? These guys are on the field working. Same thing with the softball. They're out there working. So, it's like I got to get them when I can get them. So change the times, they would be changing, and we growing out there. And I'm still doing my recruiting program and setting up these showcases and stuff like that. So again, I'm not here to sit there and act like things are just going so hard here and there, big or whatever. But we are things are coming together, man. The main thing is parents, and the kids are signing up with the program. I have 2 or 3 opportunities on the table for my 2021s. I even got, like I said, I even got the 2024 opportunity to play, and he's he got one offer on the table, and shout out to my people out there. I ain't gonna name the school, but it's a big former guest D1 program that offered my boy first offer. So that was great news to hear. I know he was extremely happy. Good player, guest on the show, but he has a D1 offer as a 2024 right now on the table. All right, we're working out here. So the 2023s and. We got a nice little crew of 2023s and then 22s and 21s. So, the recruiting program is big, growing. It's going to get bigger. We got some things talking about we'll be branching off from the showcases, how to, we're going to start doing ranking systems and stuff like that, man. Some of these kids out there that can really, really play. And that's based off what I saw from Atlanta and a couple of ones the last few showcases, man, I'm coming across a lot of talent, man. And, it's Jansen, I ain't gonna say nothing, man, but it's it's a lot of talent coming through this whole these showcases. A lot of great talent, man, and I'm super excited. I hope everybody kind of come through in Atlanta. I'm gonna see what type of talent, because the season is going on, man, but I want to break away and do it outside of, I don't want to, I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I ain't trying to get no coaches mad at me, anything like that. But, I look at it like, I'm helping high school coaches, I'm saying? I'm helping them because, I know they trying to do wins or losses, and I ain't trying to, affect their, teams and anything like that. But I still want to help them, get their kids into schools. So, I am helping them and growing their programs out too. So, anyway, that's the move. That's what's going on. Got a lot of things shaking and popping off. So, Lamont, just shoot me a text. And what's up, D? Hit me up when you have a chance. All right. Yeah, I know you had that meeting. Speaking of high school, right? So I will, Serge. I'll hit you up, see how that meeting went. I hope everything worked out. And if, we go from there. So, I again, the objective of why I do what I do is not to hurt nobody's, chances of playing high school baseball. It's just to enhance travel ball programs and or high school baseball programs with exposure. I don't, sometimes it gets that blended line where coaches feel a certain way and, do you need these showcases and all of that? But when you got 90 kids that show up in Alabama and like a good 40-50% of them could really, really play. And I'm not saying even the other 50% can't play college baseball, right? But I'm just saying like high level, good, talented kids. All right. And I'm talking about, upperclassmen. The lower class got a little time, but upperclassmen don't necessarily do. And the type of talent that's out there that was uncommitted this past, last weekend, man, it shows that there is a need, there is a platform, there is opportunities, for me to give these kids maximum exposure because these are some talented kids, man, that are not signed nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Not going nowhere. And they, some of these 2021 kids that can really play. And I understand with COVID and all of that, that's what I'm doing. So I'm saying that to say, it may take a little time, but this college coach, I ain't hurting nobody's feelings. I'm over here trying to, get these kids maximum exposure and see what happens. Okay. So we're going to see what happens. But listen, what we're going to do over here, we're going to continue to grow this out, tag somebody, message somebody that you feel like would want to have Alabama State. I'm going to have Savannah McHellon on tomorrow again. We're going to keep that softball side coming tomorrow. She's going to come on tomorrow. And, we had a little mix up with the timing today. All right. And so she's going to come on tomorrow. And then I know we got Presbyterian University coming on Monday, head coach coming on softball Monday. And then the following Monday, we have University of Maryland head softball coach coming on. All right. So we going into the softball thing, we're growing this thing out, and then we got the baseball coaches. I'll continue to, I've had over 110 baseball coaches. All right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? And this is tomorrow is going to be my second softball coach. All right. So for my parents that, are, be like, man, why we going to softball? We're having to the baseball coach. They'll be back. They'll be coming. All right. But we're just kind of bringing on some different type of guests on here. We're going to grow this thing out. It's going to be super dope. All right. Info on Atlanta showcases, Zach. All right. That link will be, I'm just trying to finalize this last little piece, and I'll have that link up. It's pretty much all done. I can post it on here, but it's one little piece on there that I really want to make sure that I lock it down before I post. So it should have been up. I get it, but you be the first to have that link up there. I'm just joining one little software coaching type of thing. I want to make sure that they're coming and to post it, all right, to market it. But I'll have that link up. Man, I was trying to have it last night, but I had another coach or crew be like, yo, we could do this and add this. And I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So that I want to make sure when I'm talking about it, that I'm talking about it right. Right now, I know we have a couple of colleges, and I know we got 2 scouts there already. All right. We have potentially 4 colleges. We got a junior college coach I talked to today. He's going to let me know tomorrow if he's going to be able to make it. We got my boy, Coach Walton, all right, coming from, away from Ohio, said he's coming down. We got Clark, and then I'm trying to get Georgia Gwinnett, and then a couple more, junior college in and around the area to be there. And then I got the pro scouts there, and then we're going to do the live streaming. So even with this live streaming we're going to clean that up. And man, if I really want to do it and blow it up, I can have 50, 60, at least minimum 50, 60 college coaches on the live stream, or have access to the live stream. And that's where I'm trying to finalize now, where, man, if this live streaming thing goes the way I wanted to do, I've been doing it, but this is exactly what I've been looking for. And again, I don't even want to talk it out loud because then people are going to expect it, but I'm hoping that it falls through and we're able to pull this off. So then now we got, the type of live streaming that I want to do, where, names, everything broken up, boom, we have a grading system on the kids. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it the way that I envision this done the last 2 or 3 showcases. Okay. So it's going to be super dope. So Zachary, just be patient out there. And I promise you, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to make this happen, but it's in Peachtree. I do have the location is at Home Plate Baseball over in Peachtree City, Georgia. We do have the locations on Sunday, February 21st. I can tell you that much. Okay. It's in Peachtree City, Georgia. I think it's like about, from downtown Atlanta, it's probably about 45 minutes or so south of downtown Atlanta. All right. So nice turf field, beautiful field. All right. On Sunday, though, we're going to do on Sunday because I don't want to interrupt, because I know high school baseball starts that week here in Georgia, and I want to make sure that everybody has access to this. So, and I really want to get, obviously I want the 2021s that are uncommitted. All right. But I really, from my analytical side, that's how I really want to get this analytics side really worked out. I really, all right, Zach, cool. So I really want to get those 23 and 24 kids. I really want to get them in the mix, in the system with the numbers and all of that, and really grow this thing out. All right. Right now I'm still 21 to 24s. But eventually, the more I do these, I want to start breaking up the younger underclassmen to the older ones and kind of, building it out. Right now, I kind of open it up to all classes, high school classes. But eventually, I see the way it's going. Like we had 90 kids out there in Alabama. I don't know how many I'm really going to cap this off in Atlanta yet. I don't know that number yet, but I have an idea. So Zachary, exactly my point. You know what I'm saying? You got a 2023. That's who I want. I want those, those 23, 24s just entering a showcase, want to put the numbers out there, get the analytics and starting going, because that's what the scouts like to see too, those younger dudes. And then, obviously the 21, 24, 22s, they're the upperclassmen. Obviously I want them there too, but I really want to start, getting those. I don't care if you on JV, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? If you, obviously in February, you might not played a varsity game yet, you know what I'm saying? But come on out, show your skills, put it on paper. We have it there and we rocking and rolling. All right. So that's who I'm really, wanting to see out there. Besides the 2021s, uncommitted. That's what this is for too. But for the live streaming aspect of it, for the Division I college coaches that, will have access all the way down to junior college, but the big time Division I college coaches. All right. I just told you, right, the 2024, one of my guy, my, in my recruiting program just got a big time D1 offer here, 2024. See what I'm saying? And so you understand what I'm saying? And these are where the big time schools are. You know what I'm saying? They're recruiting where they're at right now. Some of them. 20 to 24 classes. That's where they're at. The Power 5 schools. Some of them. Some of them are still on 22s. Okay. And pretty much a lot of the 21s are, unless you just, I have a kid too. I've been a part of his family. That's my guy, but he's blowing up the charts right now. And he's, he reclassified, but he ain't. I talked to him. He needs to classify back, but he's a typical late bloomer. Within 6 months, throwing 91 to started in 91 over the summer. He's up to 97, 98 right now. You know what I'm saying? Late bloomer. I'm just telling you. So you get these guys, man. You get these dudes, man. So now, obviously, he's, a late bloomer. All right. So, anyway, that's what's going on. Some of these kids, all right, in the background. All right. So right now, I'm just trying to lock down these 21s. The core group that's been with me since September. Some have offers on the table. Some, have offers, and they're gonna have to make some decisions shortly. All right. Got the 2024 locked and loaded with an offer. All right. Which is super cool. Shout out to my, again, I'm trying not to say everything. Nothing's been signed. It's just an offer, but it's you can mark my word that an official offer has been made to one of my kids on my 2024, in my recruiting program. That's a 2024. All right. Verified, done, it's just, it is what it is. So, soon, we're going to start bringing on some of these parents and players that have committed, that are part of the program. I'd love to start bringing on guys that go to my showcases and get offers, start bringing them on there. I got to find out if the college coaches want to, put it out there like that. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But when I think it's super cool that 6 coaches, offer my guys. 6 kids got offers at my showcases. And, I didn't even know, to be honest with you, until a couple of days later. I heard that, some of the players, the coaches and all of that. So, we'll control that, man. We got system in place right now where we're going to have a nice little grading system. We're going to have, if I could kind of get everything the way I'm working right now behind the scenes, and we could perfect that, and we could start bringing that program to different cities. That's what's going to happen, man. It's going to be super dope, and I'm super excited. We're going to do Atlanta, and then we got Cali, all right, next month, and building it out from there. So it'll be happening. We're putting it all together, and I'm going to make sure, we're 40, 50, 60 plus schools will have access to, the live stream, and then we're going to give the kid the opportunity. We're going to give the kid the opportunity. We're going to grade, the kid and ship it to the particular schools that I feel like that kid needs to play, and it's going to be a nice little system way. We're going to do it. It's going to be super excited. I'm super excited about that. All right, man. Good things are coming. Big things are coming for D Brown Baseball. So look for the link. I should have it up already, but I'm want to finalize that. Also, if you are wanting information on the recruiting program, holla at me. All right. Shout out to my boy D. His name, whatever. He's joining the program out there, Nashville, joining the program. And so I just got the email back for him last night. So adding, he will be my first from Tennessee. Yep, he'll be my first from Tennessee, my old stomping ground. So he's in Nashville though. So be cool. All right. But that's what this is about, man. Growing this program, growing it out, and going from there. So you will have who I say you're supposed to be on today. She's going tomorrow. Shout out to Savannah McHellon. She's Alabama assistant head coach. She will be on tomorrow with me, growing this thing out and adding a little softball mix to it. So tell your softball friends to tell a friend to tell a friend. All right. As we go this thing out, it's gonna be super dope, super cool. All right. So what age do you start your recruiting program with? All right. 14. You have to be a 2024 right now. All right. So I've talked to 2025s. I have talked to a couple 2025s. But people have signed up for my program. The youngest is the 2024 freshman. He just got an offer. I'm not saying, please don't be putting no pressure on me thinking like whatever, but he's a high-end player. All right. He had D1 schools coming, but we were able to get something on the table. First offer was made. He's been talking to a bunch of, he's talked to, 3 or 4 Power 5 schools that, I've connected him with, but he's got an offer, all right, from a D1 school, and first one, and I know he's super happy about that. TC, what's up, family? All right, what's good? So we are definitely, again, so to answer your question, Craig, I'll talk to 2025. I have talked to 2 2025s, which is, it's just an education, and you get into my program, it's a bunch of education, and then I got 2024s. So when we go on from there. So been cool. All right, been cool. It's cool that my youngest guy got an offer on the table. All right, my youngest guy. So and again, that's how this thing goes. What is a good time, 60 time for a 12-year-old? Craig asks. Man, I don't know, man. I can't even think, Craig. I don't know. I can't, because what do you run, 8 flat, 8-3? You know what I'm saying? It looks slow on the grand scheme of things, but he may be on pace to run 6.5s. You know what I'm saying? So I know 14-year-olds that are running in the 6s already. You know what I'm saying? Which is above average speed. That's a good question, Craig. I don't know, man. I'll have to. It's tough for me at 12. Don't worry about it. You're not going to get grade. All right, cool. So I said 8-3. You know what I'm saying? So, 7-9 already in the 7s. I think that's pretty good. So I wouldn't stress a 12 years old about a 60-yard time. You know what I'm saying? When he's about 14, 15, when he's in high school, that's when that stuff really counts. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I wouldn't even stress that. But if he's in the 7s right now as a 12-year-old, that's pretty good. All right, that's pretty good. So you just want to kind of keep building off of that, and keep that speed up. So, but let's do this. Tomorrow, should you time 60s on grass? I mean, yeah. I mean, we do. You know what I'm saying? We do. Ideally, you love to have a track or indoor facility. I know in Texas, we did my indoor. We had our 60-yard dash in my showcase in Dallas, Texas in October, and those are the fastest times consistently. Now, I had some fast times this past weekend. 2 weekends ago in Alabama, but consistently, we had a smaller group, 20, we had 25 or so players in the 60s. Consistently, we had some boys I was digging in Dallas, you know what I'm saying, with their 60s, and it was laser time. So, but there was indoors, turf, you know what I'm saying. It was some good times being had over there in Texas, you know what I'm saying, especially the outfielders and infielders, they was digging. I've had some facility, I had some showcases where the grass is uneven. Even in Alabama 2 weekends ago, that grass is uneven. All right, but we still had some really good times. I questioned in Alabama if we were too shallow, if it was 55 yards or 58 yards. All right, because we had some great times. You know what I'm saying? Some really great times. We had some dudes that was, kind of got caught up in the hills and stuff, but you had some dudes that ran the hell out of the ball. I mean, ran the hell out of the ball, ran the hell out of it. Their 60s in Alabama. I'm talking about 6'4", 6'5". So, and then I had some in Jackson, Tennessee. My first one I did, parents is mad at me because they said it was too far. And guys that were used to running the sixes were running 7.2, 7.2, 7.3s, and they were mad at me there. So, to answer your question, ideally, I wouldn't like to have running on grass, but I have. You know what I'm saying? But we can do. I know when I was in high school, we used to run it on a warning track. You know what I'm saying? So Venice, hey, what's going on, Venice? All right. So my boy Elijah said, "What up?" So I know a lot of those warning tracks. We used to run our 60s on the warning tracks back in high school. But the now you have these turfs and stuff like that. I know in Atlanta it'll be turf. So, the outfield, that whole field is turf. So it should be some really good times in Atlanta, at the showcase in Atlanta. Should be some really good times there. So, anyway. He said, sure will. I know. It should be some really good times there. So no slippage or anything like that. It should be a nice, even field. And really, it's a nice field. So should be some really, really good times being had over there with the athletes that'll be coming out there. So, all right. Venice, hope to see Elijah there. All right. On Sunday. So February 21st. So let's do this. We are I got some, I don't want to explain all the things that's just going on with these showcases, man, because it's so much talent that's coming out there, man. I've been asked about teams, about doing teams and stuff like that, man. I could build 2 or 3 solid teams from the showcases that started with me in September all the way to what I had in Alabama. I'm talking about some solid teams, Yes, Bernice, I did change it from the 20th. Yeah, I did it because I just feel like the 20th with high school baseball, I think it'd just be and it may hurt some of the kids, people traveling. I get it, but I just wanted to make sure that I don't conflict with the high schools. I know some of these guys be practicing and stuff like that on Saturday or playing, and I just didn't want to deal with anything. And I know Sunday is Lord's Day. I know, but may have to come on out there and show what the Lord has given your sons, all right, out there. All right. So so the 21st, I changed it to the 21st. Just, a couple parents, a couple people I've been talking to, just so I don't have no conflicting thing, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So okay, cool. The 20 wasn't good for us because of their high school team. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm doing the 21st on that Sunday. That's I know everybody's playing. You know what I'm saying? During that week. So hopefully we still have a great turnout. And that's why I wanted to do it on Sunday. So I travel. I know guys are gonna be playing. I ain't trying to overwork nobody, but I think it'll still be a dope move and getting these guys out there. All right. So. Cool. So what's up? I need to find out who that is, but the that's the plan. I'll have that link up shortly, and we'll make that up. What up, Clay? I got you, Clay. Marvin said, the Lord will be out there with them on Sunday. That's right, and the Lord says, go out there and show what the Lord have given you on His day. All right, the Lord has given you all this talent. And you should be displayed each and every day, even on on His day. All right. So if you want chaplain, we got a chaplain. We can make that happen. All right. So if that's the case, okay. So come on out there and show what you got. Okay. So I'll have the link up in the next day. Hopefully tonight, if I could kind of lock down who and all of that will be there, but we'll make that happen. All right. So. High school has starting up. I'm late. Have you got the showcase you mentioned earlier? Tuesday is working. We will be in Atlanta, Yes, February 21st at Peachtree City. Um, and the link will be up. I'm just going to I just want to make sure that all the wording and is one group that I'm waiting on. We're going to do a little analytical side, make it just cleaner and better. I know TC, I'm talking about with this video and everything. So I'm just going to make sure, cool. Mentioned earlier, 2 years working. I'm late. Have you got the showcase you mentioned earlier? 2 years working. On Saturday, on Sunday, I'll be doing it on Sunday. All right, on the February 21st. If you can make it down, that'd be great. You know what I'm saying? It'd be great, good to see them. Again, I have the scouts lined up. Pro scouts will be there. I already got them lined up. I'm trying to lock down some of these colleges. Like I said, I got Clark. I talked to Andrew College, who's a big time JC in Southern Georgia. I'm trying to lock them in to make that happen and come out. So they said that they're pretty much going to be there. So I want to have about 3 to 5 JCs out there, junior colleges out there, some D2s, and then live stream, the rest, all right, of coaches. So we should have a nice little turnout with the colleges and definitely the pro scouts already. I already got those locked and loaded, all right, on that Sunday. So, yeah. All right. Well, listen, that will be, you can use it at the pro showcase. If it's, it'd be very similar to what we did in Mississippi. All right, TC. We'll have the pro scouts, but we are going to have the college. The only difference, I wasn't going to do the early January. I was going to just strictly do pro scout showcase indoors, but I could do that this here, but I still want to do the college thing. I got the college thing rolling, and pro scouts will be there, so it'll be a combo. It'll be a combo thing. All right. And the reason I was going to do that in early January, is because I had some college kids that are wanting to get looked at, and from the pro side, that's why I wanted to do it early January before they left to go to school. So that's why, and I wasn't able to pull that off. But this would, we'll have, the same amount of scouts at these showcases that I try to have for just the pro scout showcase in early January. All right. But those are some of the things that happen. I'm still rocking and rolling and making it happen. All right. So anyway, listen, let's roll. I'm gonna wrap this up. Holla at me, recruiting side. The link from the showcases will be up. And we rocking. So all right. Keeping this ball rolling. And so, Big Chris, what's up, family? All right, Philly is in the house. Okay, good to see you, man. So tomorrow we get back to what we supposed to have happen today. So today I just kind of talked about the showcases and everything. I had to link up for you tomorrow, but we're also going to have Savannah McHellon on tomorrow. Alabama State assistant coach will be on tomorrow. Again, from the softball side, next Monday at Presbyterian University head coach, and then the following Monday we have University of Maryland head softball coach on the next 2 Mondays. And then in between there, I'm going to try to get South Carolina State head coach Tatiana Williams on. All right. So we just had a great talk about an hour or two ago. And so she'll be on too. All right. Cool. Had a cool conversation out there in South Carolina D1 program up there, HBCU school, South Carolina State. So we're going to, keep growing us out, man. I'll get some more of these college coaches on softball, just, so you guys don't have to listen to me all day, every day. All right. So, but I know I appreciate you guys listening today. I ask that if you are a softball family or know a softball family, please let them know about D Brown baseball. They're going to feel like it's baseball, but I will have the softball side on. I'm locking down some baseball coaches to, come back on. You keep this ball rolling. Okay. So just trying to get as many guests as I can on here so you don't have to see this pretty mug all day, every day. All right. So I want to say peace and love to you guys as we grow this thing out, man. Tomorrow we have Savannah on tomorrow. Okay. Tuesday, we had a little timing thing, but tomorrow she will be on and we get this ball rolling. All right. Love you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.